We're going to kick it over to Seth O'Byrne. He and his team are killing it all over San Diego. If I get a listing down south, up north, PB, downtown, I can almost guarantee I'm going to get a call from one of these three. So we have Seth and two, I'm not going to say his favorites, but two greats on his team, Keke and Erika.
Well, thanks for that. I really appreciate it. And, you know, Whitney, it's been an incredible year. It's been an incredible last couple of years. And I can't believe coming on the show today, I can say that we've had 450% growth of our team in the last 3 years. And we didn't do it alone. We did it with the help of some of the best brokers in the county that we do employ. This year, we're on track to hit 200 home sales this year. And many of those are done by my two top agents, Erika Spears and Keke Jones. So I wanted to welcome you on the set today, and I wanted to bring you on really to talk about how you make our team so dynamic, so fun to work with, obviously, and also really talk about the area specialties that you really focus on. You know, first off, Erika, you live downtown, is that right?
I do, yes.
Now you love it, obviously, right? I mean, what do you love so much about living downtown?
Well, I moved down there about 6 years ago and wish that I did it sooner.
Sure.
One of my favorite things about it is that basically I can just walk wherever I want to. I live just about a block from the gas lamp, so I can walk over to the bay, to the grocery store, to any bar or restaurant within just a couple minutes, to the gym, to Petco Park. So you name it, and it's 5 minutes away. It's awesome.
Sure. Now you're showing property, probably not driving as well. Are you walking to properties as you show them?
That's one of the greatest things, downtown properties that I can walk to and sell. Yes, I enjoy that.
So with the Downtown Planning Council, I know we showed it there a second ago. With the Downtown Planning Council, what is that all about? Is that a specific section of downtown that you oversee, or how does that work?
Well, I was voted onto the Downtown Planning Committee earlier this year. So there's a number of representatives from each neighborhood. So I was voted on to represent the Marina District where I live. Okay,
and that means that you're overseeing new projects as they're going up, and you're overseeing parking spaces, that kind of stuff.
So we're an advisory board. So we vote on upcoming projects, on the number of units that will be built, on the number of 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. Whether they can limit parking. We also do have some say on design. Recently we did something in Little Italy. They were trying to add parking spaces, so we had to vote on that. So just little things in different neighborhoods.
That's cool. That's really good. And would you say that gives you a competitive advantage, over other realtors that work downtown, the fact that you kind of know what's going on before it happens?
Absolutely. That was one of the main reasons I decided to run for a position on it, is because I was really interested in what is going on downtown and being a part of what's going to be built and having a say in what's going to be built.
Sure. And obviously, part of that too is the existing real estate, the resale that you sell. And I understand, today you're bringing on one of the listings that we recently as a team put on the market. Why don't we watch some video and you can actually talk about that listing that we just put on the market?
Absolutely. We do have 2 new listings in the Alta building, which is located at 6th and Market, which is about a block from the center of everything downtown. Unit 1206 is south-facing, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, has killer views from almost every room. Hardwood floors, white Caesar stone countertops, Fisher Paykel appliances, some nice storage built in by the owner as well. 2 parking spaces and some additional storage, and that's priced at $739. And then we do have another unit we just brought on last week that is on the 3rd floor. Same floor plan, but for those of us who can't afford the $700,000 price range, this one is priced at $549, so a bit more affordable for the first-time home buyers downtown.
Sure, because obviously downtown pulls a lot of young people. Not all young people can afford $739,000. Not that that's an unlikely price to see downtown, but I got to assume that $539 is great for a first-time home buyer, maybe working with somebody for that down payment, and they can just slide into a high-end building like this, right?
Definitely a lot more realistic for us first-time home buyers, yeah.
So next I kind of want to switch gears and bring on Keke Jones, our resident Pacific Beach specialist. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. It's amazing. It's kind of a funny story, Steve, and I kind of wanted to tell you this. I was waiting to tell you this. A lot of people don't know this. Keke and I, our very first meeting when we started working together back in 2003 was actually a board meeting. And that means our first meeting was actually on a surfboard. We were trying to figure out if we could mesh as people.
He only dropped in on me once.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's cool. I mean, you know, Keke, I think what's so unique about you and what's so fun about you is you're from Maui. You grew up at the beach, surfing, probably making little sand castles when you were a kid. You moved out to San Diego, moved right back to the beach. You bought your first house, you know, down at the beach. So do you feel like living in that community, you really have a good sense of what's going on in that area?
You know, I think a lot of people will move to San Diego for the beach. So, you know, that's what the draw was for me. And I just love the active lifestyle that you can have at the beach, whether it's running on the miles of sidewalks along the bay, along the beach, or hopping on your beach cruiser and maybe go and grab a Mai Tai, or just sitting on the beach on a lounge chair.
Yeah. Yeah, because you really are selling lifestyle, right? People don't buy in Pacific Beach necessarily. There's not a lot of new construction there, like Carmel Valley. The schools aren't, you know, people aren't drawn there for the schools like, you know, Rancho Bernardo or an area like that. You're really buying there because of, I'm assuming, lifestyle.
This is very true. Yeah,
Sure.
You can, you know, be fully active, hop on your surfboard, or you can just relax on the beach and read a book. So there's a lot to offer.
So obviously now you have another video that we're going to show here about 3363 Riviera, that property our team just put on the market. Can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Yeah, it's a beautiful Spanish-style home. It actually used to be the old Mission Bay Yacht Club. So location, location, location. You're right across the street from the water. And the owners have spent over $100,000 restoring and upgrading this beautiful home, but they've kind of kept it in the fashion that, you know, it has that old charm. And wow, the views are spectacular.
Yeah, you can tell that looking out there. That's gorgeous. Obviously, you know, that video really showcases what's going on in that area. Now, you can see like the Spanish tile, of course, and it looks like they got white stucco on the exterior. Now that price again, what is that priced at?
It's a 450. So
2.45 million, and obviously it's right on the ocean there, which is so incredible. And now I understand that's just that's a couple blocks from where you are. You're on Crown Point Drive.
yeah, Crown Point is, you know, a subsidiary of PB. You know, I like to say the more grown up, because you're a little bit farther away from the action, but just close enough. About 13 blocks to the beach, and you have all the waterways, all the walkways that really are conducive to an active lifestyle.
Well, that's cool.
And real estate, you know, it's not all the $2 million properties. You can still find some affordable stuff at the beach.
Yeah, and that's a question also too. You know, what do prices start at in Pacific Beach? If you're a first-time home buyer and you're really kind of in that below median housing price, what are you showing people right now in Crown Point?
You know, Crown Point, you probably are looking at about, you know, the $300,000 on the low end, but and that can go, you know, upwards.
What, $10 million is the cap
Sure.
right now?
Actually, I think I saw on the MLS today, $13 million was the most expensive property in PB.
On the oceanfront, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably not a first-time home buyer, right?
Yeah. Well, 189,000 is the lowest.
That's
so.
insane. So, you know, thank you so much for coming on, guys. I
Thanks for
really
having us.
appreciate
thank
the opportunity
you.
to bring you on and show your specialties. You really are specialists. You know, also, if you have any questions, you can go to sethsold.com. You know, Steve, I know you're sending people there a lot, and Whittney as well. Sethsold.com, we've spent now 4 years building this website, and it has all the listings that Keke and Erika have, some of the listings we have, and then also daily blog entries of what's going on. Gives you a sense of the pulse of the market.
SethSold.com, obviously, and you go to CraigSewing.com if you miss any of that stuff. First of all, Seth, fantastic job over there interviewing, sitting on the couch. I know that you're surrounded by good friends and good agents in Keke and Erika, and a couple things I wanted to talk about, you know, with you and Seth. And Erika, that 549 at the Alta building. Let's talk about that and see if we can't work out a Craig Sewing discount.
Steve is over here drooling over the unit. I'm like, somebody get the guy a tissue.
But I'll have to start there, and Seth O'Byrne, you have to teach me a little bit about how to get into the old Mission Bay Yacht Club.
Yeah, Old Mission Bay Yacht Club. It only takes $2.45 million, which this is a successful show, right?
Steve and I are going to combine our pennies, and
Yes,
we
yeah.
will see how far we get. Well, thank you, Seth and his team, for joining us today.